I think we live in a day and age where like I don't know, information gets out there in the form of a 140 character tweet, right? And so it's like just be carnivore, or just be vegan, or you know, if you're keto's the successful way, or eat clean. And I do believe that if you took people who subsisted off primarily a processed food diet and moved them on to a whole foods diet, like what you're talking about, eating clean, right? Like one ingredient foods. You're eating sweet potato fries, which have sweet potatoes in them. Brussels
Yeah.
sprouts are Brussels sprouts. Chicken
Brussels sprouts
chicken, right?
is chicken.
It's not in a box with 300 ingredients. It's not super processed. I think people would see a huge change. But I do think there are also people who are like addicts like me, who you tell me like you can eat as much of these single ingredient foods as you want, and I'm going to find a way to overeat them. I'm going to find a way to
Oh,
overeat for me personally. And
yeah.
so like it becomes this tricky thing, because I think with anything, it's like people want a one-word answer. What's the one-word answer that will solve me? And it's like, eat clean. Okay. Some people are going to still overeat, you know,
Yeah, for
unfortunately.
sure.
And
Yeah.
and so we live in this day and age where it's like, be compassionate. Okay, what does that mean? That means like, you know, anybody with any non-optimal situation, like being obese, we're going to just tell them that it's okay and they don't have to work anymore. And that, it becomes so tricky. All this stuff is so tricky. So like, I eat the way you're talking about eating. That is the majority of the food I eat are one word ingredients: chicken, beef, vegetable,
Rice.
rice. Yeah, that's it. And that, like, honestly, is for me, I'm with you. Like, I can eat so much more of that, feel better, get the nutrition from it. My body feels better. I'm fuller, and like, it's just a better life for me. But I do get worried sometimes telling people like, well, just just eat clean, because it's like there's more to it
Good.
than that for some
There
people.
is
Like,
100%
you're
more
also
to it.
exercise. You're also a professional athlete who works out
Yeah.
3 times a day.
Yeah. I also have like coaches like screaming at the back of my head, like, go harder. And you're like,
Right.
oh, God.
Yeah. You're
But
blacking out and your teammates holding you up and saying like, you
yeah, they're
can't
just
take a
like,
break.
but yeah, I mean, I'm definitely an outlier. Like, I definitely don't have like a normal lifestyle. And I think that you can't tell people like, yeah, you can't just tell people to eat clean, because like, here's the thing is like, anybody anybody that has like gone through weight loss and has a success story from it, or like has like pushed themselves and like have like hit goals that they wanted to achieve, it's all different for them. The biggest thing is like they have to learn for themselves.
Right.
Like, you have to learn for yourself. You have to figure out like, okay, well, Foz um did it this way and he had great results, but like I'm having it trickier this way. So like, what do I do? And I think that's when you start benefiting from people around you. Like, hey man, what do I was like, well, try this, instead of running at night, run in the morning. Like, or
Right.
instead of like eating, like for one big thing is like I learned that like in the morning, I can I'm like blessed with the aspect of like I wake up and I'm like I float. You know what floating is? Like, I'll like burn a ton of calories when I sleep. So like when I wake up in the morning, I can like have like kind of a cheat meal almost every morning if I want. If I want, I can have a cheat meal and it doesn't stay on,
Right.
right? Like I can go, to Dunkin', go grab like a little like croissant with like some sweet bacon or something, or like just a donut.
Is
Or
there
but
really something called sweet bacon at Dunkin'
Oh
Donuts?
yeah.
Holy
Oh
shit,
yeah.
man. I
Yeah.
haven't been to a Dunkin' Donuts in years, but I'm imagining like candied bacon.
Yeah, it's just like, like a sweet bacon. Sweet bacon. It's amazing. I got
Wow.
bacon in my fridge. I got bacon. It was at Publix, like buy two, get one. What is it? Buy two, get one free. And I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna have like a ton of bacon. And I just
Yeah.
like got it. I love bacon. Any doctor tells you bacon's bad. In excess, of course, don't eat like a pound of bacon, but bacon's pretty good. You got to learn what you can get away with, right?
Yeah.
You got to learn your own. like weight loss journey. Cause like for some people, when I was heavier, dude, you couldn't get me to run.
Yeah.
I was like, no way, dude. Like you're trying to tell a 315-pound man to run in the hills of Tennessee? You're out of your damn mind. So I was like a biker. I just biked.
Yeah.
I was just on that bike, just now I can run. I can run. I mean, road running is tough because I'm 30 now, and like I get my knees are beaten up from all the years of wrestling and jujitsu and boxing and kickboxing. So like when I get on the road and I run, I'm like, all right, we're gonna do 2 miles and then we're done. And 2 miles for some people is a lot, but I have friends that do like 15, like Evan Elder. I'll see like Evan Elder. He's like, I just did like 25 miles. God bless. This is awesome. And I'm just like, no way. I'm about
Right.
to run 25 miles. But yeah, you just have to find your own journey. I don't know. I'm kind of rambling, but
No, I completely agree. I think that I think that the path to success can be, your motivation is not going to be my motivation, and exactly what you did isn't necessarily going to be workable exactly for me. I think we're largely harmonious in that, like, uh, eating clean works really well for me because I feel better and I'm able to do it long term. And it sounds like you are too. Um, that doesn't mean that it's necessarily going to work for anybody, but I also worry that um people are, don't have the time or inclination to find their own path, which every single person I've talked to, no two people did it exactly the same way.